Yo, what's going on, you guys? Your boy Devon Terrell, the living weirdo. And today, on this Help Me Devon tutorial, I'm going to show you how to get a fatter drum sound. A drum sound that's more energetic, that is fuller, and that literally adds so much more dynamics to your mix, which is something that you really want to do. Let's get right to it. Okay, so this song slash beat that we're going to be working in today is a beat called You Sound Like My Ex. It's actually a beat that I produced that is available now at devonterrellbeats.com as promised. I finally had that stuff up for you. You can check it out, link in description. And basically, I'm going to play you the song just so you can get a vibe of what is going on in the first place. And I'm going to do this without the effect. So here it is. Cool. So that's You Sound Like My Ex, available at devonterrellbeats.com. So basically, I like how the drums sound. The drums sound great. But I know I can get it to sound even better and more fat. One thing that I notice in a lot of people when they're mixing their drums is their drums don't really have much dynamics. And what I mean by dynamics is it's like your hi-hats, your snares, and everything really don't have life. Like, it feels lifeless. I'm going to show you how to do that and how to give it that type of vibe. All right. So I'm going to solo the drums so you just hear the drums for what it is. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play you it without the effect and with the effect. I'll keep bypassing back and forth so you can get an idea of what the effect is actually doing. Okay. So without, and then I'll keep bypassing back and forth. Listen closely. Listen very close to the snare and the hi-hat. So, to my ears, guys, I hear a huge difference. Now, to some people, they might say, I don't really hear much, but it's all about the little things that add up to create a better mix. To me, I hear a huge difference. I hear the hi-hats move a little bit more. I feel them get a little bit more bright as far as the bite of them, and they're moving a lot more. I hear the snare get stronger. I hear the kick hit a little harder. It has a whole new life and energy that we just gave to the drums just by doing this simple trick. So now let me show you the trick. I'm using two things. I'm using analog saturation and I'm using compression to get this. That's it. I'm literally using something that you can do with two plugins that you probably already have in your arsenal of plugins. Okay, so this is what I'm doing. I'm taking all my drums, kick, snare, hi-hats, crash, everything, not my bass. I'm not taking my 808s or my bass lines. I'm not putting this in this bus. I'm taking all little signals and I'm bussing them. I'm bussing them to this channel right here that says drum bus, okay? So all I'm doing is I'm taking all my drum sounds, samples, and I'm bussing them to one bus. Do not include your 808 in this or your bass line. Some people do it. Personally, I don't like to. You can try and experiment with that and see if it works for you. Okay. So now that I have everything busted as one bus, first thing you want to do is, as I always do with all my stuff, I add this NLS channel. This NLS channel, all it is a analog saturation plugin. It gives me the sound of a board. I have it in the description as far as if you want to learn more about that, but I won't get too detailed into that because I've explained it 1,000 times. So I'll play the drums for you with and without it. I'll keep bypassing that one plugin that's on there. So without first, and then I'll keep bypassing. Listen very closely. Best way to hear this is if you're listening to the snare, the hi-hat, and the kick. Listen closely. So immediately I hear that snare open up. Like, that's what I really, really hear. And I hear the hi-hat feel like it has some more movement. When I say the word dynamics, literally that's the difference between the quietest sound and the loudest sound. So now what I have with the hi-hat and with the snare and with the kick, what I'm accomplishing is I'm accomplishing this difference. And that difference is what makes your drums human. I'm getting this difference between the quietest sound and the loudest sound because that compressor, which I'll show you, is hitting things and releasing them. So it feels more musical to your ear. Don't get lost in that. Okay, cool. Next thing I like to do is I like to do even more analog saturation. One of my favorite plugins, FabFilter Saturn. Literally, some of you guys should have analog saturation plugins, so don't get discouraged by my analog saturation plugins. But these are some that I recommend because I use these myself. I love this one in particular. Okay, so same exact thing. I'm going to bypass it back and forth and let you get a feel of what it's doing. So without. And once again, I hear life in the drums. It gets more life. I feel like there's more air on the snare, etc. It just sounds better. Even the kick feels a lot warmer to me, just like that, and that's it. Okay. Last but not least thing that I do, I add a compressor. Now, in particular, I really am a fan of the Jack Joseph Pui Child. It does amazing things for bass sounds like kicks, bass lines, etc. But you can use, like I said, use everything to your discretion. I'm sure you have a compressor that works well. All you're trying to do with the compression is, I'm trying to have something that has a fast attack and a slow and a very fast release. So I want that thing to attack the transients, but I want it to release it fast. And what that does is it's going to create this very musical character that I really like. It's like this. It's like it's hitting and releasing. And it feels way more musical as opposed to now I'm getting sounds way better. Don't laugh at me for that. Okay, so I'm going to play it for you with and without, same exact thing, bypass. Without. Huge difference to my ears. Definitely make sure you're listening to headphones or monitors. You can even look on the side. I'm not doing much. I'm not adding so much compression, but that little bit of compression that I'm adding with the fast release is doing wonders for the audio. It's making the hi-hat and the snare and the kick feel like it has more life and energy, and it's making it fatter with the analog saturation that I've added from before. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to play you the beat with this, and what I'll do is I'll keep bypassing it back and forth so you can hear what is going on in this song. So I'll play it for you, and then what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be bypassing it back and forth with all the effects. So without first, of course. Here we go. So to my ears, guys, and it's very subtle, but it's so powerful at the same time. I hear the drums get more energy, more life, and they sound fatter with this simple trick. And guess what? I'm not even moving volume knobs at all. All I'm doing is taking the drum sound that I already created and liked, and I'm adding to it and filling it up. Amazing trick. So don't forget, guys, this beat is available at devonterrellbeats.com. As promised, I have a bunch of production up there, and I will continuously add stuff up there. You can look in the description for the SoundClick link if you want as well. Let me know what you guys think. You know, you can email me, comment below, like, comment, and subscribe on the video. Let me know what you think. Let me know what else you want to see. Make sure you follow us at HelpMeDevon on the Instagram. And until next time, devonterrellbeats.com. Like I promised, more stuff coming.